Dua Lipa.
Yay!
Bring me Dua Lipa. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome. Hey, so this is a work day for you. What are you doing up so early doing a radio show for?
Well, I came to meet you. I'm very excited to be here.
I'm a pretty big deal.
You are. You are.
I'm kidding. Hey, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much.
We play a lot of music on the show, and we have for years, but every once in a while you'll play a song, and someone in the room will go, God, I can't get enough of that song. Bethany and New Rules.
Yeah.
She can't hear enough. And we play it every 5 minutes.
Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it.
Why do you like it so much? What is it about New Rules that just makes you so happy?
First of all, it's just super upbeat, which I really like, but it has a good attitude. It's, it's as much for other people as it is for yourself. And I think we've all been in that situation where you're either pulling a girlfriend as hard as you can away from the guy that she's trying to run back to, or you're doing it to yourself.
Did she hit the nail on the head for you?
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
So why do you think this song is doing so well?
Well, I think it's that, I definitely, people really reacted to it to begin with when I released the album. It was kind of one of the more upbeat songs, like Bethany said. But it was when the video came out that it was kind of like rocket fuel for the song, because I was able to kind of create, I guess, another scenario, another side of the story to the song, which is my side of the story.
What is your side of the story?
Well, the one where that's kind of me and my girlfriends, we'd help each other, but the twist in the story is always, somebody, like, you're helping someone, but at the end, somebody's helping you.
It's a circle. It's very circulatory.
Yeah.
We're all in deep crap and having to help each other. It's really, this is a song. Why is Andrew looking at me like that? He was stuck on the Q train today. He's in a bad mood. Anyway.
No? Okay, we're not.
He hates us when I've known Andrew. You know how many years I've known him? 1,000 years. And he gets so upset if I bring him on the air. Look at him.
Look at that face.
You're my boyfriend. I love you. Okay. He's like, anyway. So, Bruno Mars. Let's talk about that.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about that.
So when Bruno first hit the scene, we had him on the show, and just amazing guy, great artist. When I saw him in concert, I was just floored. I've never seen anything like that.
Right. He's amazing, and I feel very lucky to be on tour with him, and his performance is just, I guess, just so well rehearsed, and it's just so seamless, and there's it's like a proper spectacle when you go and watch it.
Well, so you're opening for him. Do you ever get a chance to just kind of stay off to the side and watch?
Yeah, absolutely. I've watched it, I guess, 3 or 4 times now. It doesn't get boring at all. Yeah, I could just watch it, and I feel like every time I see it, there's something new and something different. And he's just a brilliant performer, and he's really, I guess he's been doing it for a while, but he's really mastered being able to make the audience feel really included, and it's really great.
Well, so as opening up for him, you see him. Does it make you go, okay, I better pick this up?
Right. Well, I'm definitely learning.
What can we all learn from this guy?
God, I feel like just watching him night after night, you could learn a lot from him. You can just, his showmanship to begin with, his stage presence, the way he kind of carries himself, how well rehearsed he is, how dedicated he is to it, how, there's a lot behind it and a lot of hard work that goes into it, and a lot of it is very inspiring. And I'm just very grateful to be learning from, I guess, one of the best.
And Bruno Mars is Bruno Mars's biggest fan.
Yeah, he loves himself very much.
But he does it in a way where it's so cute.
Yeah, it's endearing. So let's talk about Dua Lipa. You've met her, I guess. So
big fan.
I know, but
big fan.
Look at where you were and where you are now, performance-wise, studio-wise, whatever. How do you think you have gotten better? Like, what are you great at now that you used to be a little rusty at, or you're still learning? Like, give yourself some credit. I want to hear you say good things about you.
Okay, I'm really so bad at blowing my own horn.
All the more reason why you should blow your own horn.
I feel like everything's been a massive learning curve. My writing skills had gotten a lot better, during the whole process of writing this album. I was learning to, I guess, not be afraid of my own thoughts, and kind of realizing that the only person that was going to get a real and honest song out of me was me. and that when I was in a room in front of lots of people, just to be able to just say what I felt.
Like right now.
Like right now. Kind of like right now, yeah. And
but we'll back up for a second. I'm not as afraid of my own thoughts anymore.
right.
That's a turning point in anyone's life. If they're a dentist, if they're a real estate agent, an attorney, or a performer, being less afraid of your own thoughts as an artist, it has just to be the most freeing, wonderful thing that opens new doors for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like I said, it's a massive learning curve, and I'm still learning to be as open as possible. But especially when I first started releasing music to begin with, and fans would kind of come up to me and be like, "Oh, I was able to relate to that, and I was in the same position as you were," and me kind of seeing that by opening up and by, me talking about really personal things, I'm also not only just able to help myself, but also someone else, and I feel like I'm kind of doing my job right.
Right.
And so it allows me to be able to be more open and not be afraid of my thoughts.
Well, and as consumers of music or as fans of music, we hear if someone's being honest through your word. It's so easy to listen to someone's song and go, they're full of crap. They're not. They don't mean that. I mean, but that's the great thing about the art of music. We should be able to see the real you, even though you feel uncomfortable showing it to us sometimes.
Right, exactly. And sometimes it can also be the fact that, one of the reasons why you could be scared to open up is in case someone that you wrote the song about might know it's about them.
Oopsies.
Okay. Have you run into that problem? Has anyone said, hello, is this song about me?
I mean, I've been asked.
Did
but
you lie?
I would never tell them. You just got to keep them guessing.
Right.
Right.
You never tell them whether they know or not, or whether they've guessed it.
And if the song
I
is
think
about
it's more
them,
fun.
they're probably enough of a tool that they don't get to have that
Right.
satisfaction.
Right, exactly. You don't want to tell them anyway.
Right.
Well, no, not all songs about people are, that they're a-holes. Sometimes
most of them
some
are.
people. I know. Let's talk about that. Do it. Let's talk about that. I mean, you can be inspired to write a song about someone because they totally are. They're awful, but you can also write a song about someone that's fabulous.
Yeah, absolutely. That's true.
You will always have a thing for them, even though you can't be with them anymore. What about those people?
Well, those people, like if you write a song about somebody who's fabulous, then they deserve to know that it's about them. But if it's like someone who's a tool and they broke your heart and they're a douchebag, they don't get to have that.
Right.
You should write a song
knowledge.
called "You're a Douchebag."
Unless you make a lot of money off of them, and then you go, "Hey, douchebag! Look at all the
Oh my
money I
God.
made off of your song."
We've used the term douchebag a lot
Then
today.
it's okay.
Andrew's getting very nervous.
Andrew does not like being in the spotlight.
Where are you from originally?
So born and raised in London, but my parents are from Kosovo. So that's where my name's from.
Right.
From Kosovo. But other than that, I'm from Camden, London, and I've grown up around London, and I went to school in London. But when I was 11, I moved to Kosovo.
By yourself?
No, I moved with my
At 11,
family.
With your family.
I moved with my family because my dad was working out there. And then at 15, I decided to move back to London because I wanted to do music, and there just wasn't enough opportunity over there.
There's not a huge Kosovo music scene going on.
I mean, there is a big music scene, but I just didn't feel like I was ever able to, kind of get my music out on more of a global scale, which is what I wanted. And I wanted to be heard and, find my way here to you.
Well, see,
Elvis.
London brought you to us. But you moved out at a very early age, right?
Yeah, I was 15.
15. And you you had your own apartment?
I know.
Your own flat in London at 15 years old?
It wasn't really my own flat. I lived with a girl who was also moving from Kosovo, but she was studying her master's in London.
But still 15
and we
years
flat
old.
shared. And my parents knew her parents, which kind of made the whole move a bit easier. And
Right.
I was, it was quite controlled really. Like I'd wake up and I'd call my mum, and I'd get to school and I'd call my mum. I'd leave school. I'd let them know I've left. I'm on the bus. I'm home. I'm having dinner. If I wasn't on the phone, we were on
okay.
FaceTime. It was like, and they'd come to visit me lots. So, it felt like everything was fine, I guess, until I really realized that I had to do all the cooking and cleaning and looking after myself.
Oh, there was that.
Yeah.
The responsibility
Oh, me.
part.
It was the responsibility that hit me, and I was like, oh, I miss you. Come back.
Think back to when you were 15. Could you have moved to your own flat in London, even though you were with a friend and you were on the phone with your mom? I was
Nope.
I still can't move out of the house. I'm still a dumbass. But at 15 years old, but look at everything you've accomplished. So Dua Lipa, I'm once again speaking as if she's not here, you're here. This is not an overnight thing. You didn't become a successful performer overnight. You've been chipping away at this since 15 years old, and that was, 7 years ago?
Yeah.
So this is not an overnight success for you?
No, I've been working on it for a while. Everything's been kind of like trickling slowly, trying to, I guess, just make covers and meet people and get them to listen to some of my stuff online. And if they liked it, maybe they'd get in the studio with me and write songs. And then I had like this massive portfolio of just like lots of random songs where I was like, right, I'm going to now. I nearly fell over.
Yes, I saw that. It's okay. We're live. Fall over.
It's okay. It's fine.
I'm living a life where I'm always about to fall over. But the music. Let's talk about the covers.
Okay.
Like, which one of those songs, when you found yourself singing someone else's song, do you really truly wish it was your song? You're like, oh my God, this is the one. If only this was mine. Is there one in particular that just hits you every time when you perform it?
Covers wise,
yeah.
Well, I remember once covering a Chance the Rapper song called Cocoa Butt Kisses.
Right.
And I put that up on SoundCloud. And I remember being so obsessed with that song that still to this day I'm like so obsessed with that song.
Is it like a scientific thing?
I what do you mean?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes the songs, we don't know why we can't explain it, but it just kind of makes our juices flow.
Maybe it's that. I just loved the flow of it. I loved the way he was like rapping. That was from his Acid Rap mixtape. Mm-hmm. And I think I just really fell in love with the whole.
Do you know Chance?
I don't know him.
He's
but
here.
I'm
he's
a
in
big
town.
fan.
We may bring him in?
What?
Chance the Rapper. I'm kidding. I know, but look, I know. Look,
I was
I
like,
got you.
what?
I got you. You were actually believing Chance.
Well, I wasn't. I was confused. It is.
Yeah, we confused.
Oh, it's not. Is it 9 a.m.?
Yeah.
8
8
a.m.
Oh, okay. All
It's
right.
early.
Did you just fly in? Do you not know what time it is?
Well, I got in at like 2:30 a.m. from LA.
Oh my gosh.
So I haven't really had much sleep. I'm all just a bit confused really right now. But Chance isn't here.
No, he's not.
I'm
No.
sorry to let you guys down. I know all the
Yeah.
people at home that are watching.
Do you see what we deal
There
with
is no
all
Chance
the
to
time
rap
with
in
this
here. It's
guy?
just
They have to
me.
deal with me all the time. I know people who have actually printed up the lyrics to New Rules and put it on their refrigerator to remind them to like keep an eye on themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So this is what your music's doing for people. That's actually a great compliment.
Yeah.
It's really lovely. It's really nice. I did an acoustic set in Vegas. I was there 2 days ago. I was doing Life is Beautiful Festival, and I was singing New Rules, and every rule I sang, this woman in the crowd just burst out laughing. She was like, this is so, like, she was just like screaming, laughing, crying with every single rule I said. And then after I stopped and kind of met everyone, and she was like, I'm so sorry if I came across rude. I'm like, no, it's totally fine. Like I'm okay with it. And she was like, I just got out of a breakup and every rule was just so relevant to my life. And I just needed to hear that. And it was just, and
that must be very validating.
It was really lovely, but I was very confused at the time because she was laughing so loud.
I know, but look at you were hitting every nerve of your song.
I think it was maybe like nervous laughter.
Yeah.
I think it happens to the best of us.
No.
But isn't that wonderful? That's what music does to us. Music pushes those buttons that we cannot control, and that's why we love it. That's why we're all in love with it. Dua Lipa, it's been a pleasure having you in.
Thank you for having me.
New
Thank
Rules,
you so much.
the self-titled debut studio album is available now. Please support Dua Lipa. We want to make her number one by this afternoon. Andrew would be so excited.
Andrew, that name check 3 times. Babe.
I know. New Rules, Dua Lipa.